And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we're going to play World Cities from Above by Julius Bernotas. Select locations, mostly photospheres, that give the most beautiful panoramas of the world's towns and cities from above. A hard game, 9100 is the average score. We'll see how we can do. The goal is to break the average score to get better than average. Nico is in the lead with 22,329, so this is definitely a hard game. No one's gotten even close to a perfect score. 2-minute no-move challenge to make things even more difficult, although the photospheres, you're probably not moving, but the time limit might make it a little more challenging, maybe. The play along link will be in the description below, and we're going to get into this. And we've got what looks like to me got Cyrillic, so it could be Russia. Although it looks like a Polish flag. Plastu Wynajesia. Okay, so this is Poland. There's a road there. This looks like a two-river system of some sort. Interesting. This kind of looks, if I were to look at this, it almost looks like it's like Netherlands or Danish, which is these buildings here. So maybe we'll start off closer to Germany in bank when we look at this. So let's take a look. We know that we're in Poland, but it feels like we're over here, to be honest. If I'm looking at this here, it just looks Dutch to me. So let's see, river there. Looks a fairly large city. Gdansk. Let's see, this is looking off to the east. There's a big lake. Don't think. Now there's land behind it, so don't think that that's it. Let's see this one here. There's something there. Maybe I'll just go for here on this one. Don't know. Oh, wow. Holy crap, 2.3 miles. Damn, it's pretty good. Yeah, it looked like a fairly large city. I was thinking about this one down here, but it didn't see any water and didn't see anything here. The only reason why I stayed in this half of the country is, to be honest, is look, I was even thinking about maybe Netherlands at some point if it weren't for the Cyrillic, which is obviously this part of the world. But man, that was a heck of a guess. Holy crap. But I was thinking it did have a feel. If not for that sign, I probably would have gone more towards the Netherlands. I don't know. Just the buildings look like it. But with the Polish flag, damn, 4,987 points. It's a great way to start this game. Marta Valoria. Okay. Very desolate ground, I should say. I really have no clue on this one. Could this be like Italy, maybe? I don't know. Maybe north. It's kind of grainy for me. Can't really tell. It wasn't as clear as the first one. Yeah, maybe I just go for Italy on this one, if nothing else, towards Croatia. Maybe we're like up in this part of the world. Although, Aviano, maybe? Pordenone? Let's just guess there and see where we are. Okay, so we were 915 miles, 1,744 points. in Vala in Spain. So didn't think with the trees perhaps that we were that far south. So at the end of the game, I'll come back and tell you why I chose what I did here. But pretty decent with that one, I guess. Huh? Can't tell what's on there, but it looks. Oh boy. Hmm. Okay, I wonder if this is Japan. I was gonna say this looked like Japanese here. Yeah, maybe the home here does as well. These telephone poles. Yeah, that home looks Japanese. If I'm just don't know the city, don't know these buildings. Okay, Japan. I was thinking Osaka is the first thing that came to my mind, but I don't think there's any water. Let me just take a look at the trees real quick. Maybe a little yeah, maybe we're a little further north. It doesn't look like we're that far south. Looks like the leaves looks like this, like a San Francisco-ish. So I do this weird thing where I'm gonna come straight across from San Francisco, the same latitude. Just go up here. So maybe this is Sendai, Fukushima. Yeah, maybe we'll go with Sendai on this one. What an awesome guess. So it did hold true. The latitude was with the trees and the general feel. Let's see if you can draw a straight line across. I wonder if Sendai's on the same latitude as San Francisco, because if that's the case, then there's a lot of geography that I use in this game that I often wonder if holds true. It's the first time I've really done that, other than the red clay from Uganda to Brazil. The same thing there. So this was that's awesome. I love this. This is that actually worked. It might not work most times, but definitely worked for this one. And the fact that I was almost 2 miles away, this was an insane guess for me. I'm happy with these the first one in this round in this game. If nothing else, this game was worth it just for that, because now I think I've gotten above. Yeah, I got above the average score there. So now we got a tough round. I'll come back in and talk about that. It's interesting. Let's see, where could we be here? I'm thinking Thailand or Malaysia on this one. Just got a minute. Just by the general feel here for this. I don't know what's going on here. Just make sure you don't take one too many steps in the wrong direction. Okay, we're on. Is this on the right and left side? So we've got to be left driving country. Their left side. Getting like a Malaysian feel for this. A very humid area, looks like to me. Just look at big cities like Kuala Lumpur, Singapore. It's not Singapore. So it's either got to be Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta. Let's take a look. Jakarta real quick. Is there any? Yeah, Malaysia seems like it would be more. I dropped it there for a second. Let's look at. It's a fairly large city, Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, that's too. The roads are too curvy. So I'm just going to go with Jakarta on this one. Let's see if I can get. There's a center of a city. man. 7.3 miles, 4,958 points. Wow. Holy crap. There's National Monument. Okay, so we were there. It just, the roads looked a little more, I wouldn't say it was like a grid, but it looked, again, I felt like this part of the world's where we were. Didn't look Cambodian or Vietnamish. Bangkok, I don't know much about Bangkok. Didn't really think that that would have been it. Thought it was Malaysia, but just, wow. Oh my God. I just might just stop playing this game for a while. Where do we wind up? Well, let's get on to the next round. Okay, can we get on the leaderboard with this? Wasim Afar. Wow, dude. Don't be careful, bud. And red flag. Okay, are we like Bangladesh? Tall mountains, water. Let's see where we are here. On some fort up on a hill. We've got, what is this a flag of some sort for a country? That's the question. All right, let's just think about this. I don't want to mess this up, but I think, oh boy, I'm going to drop that there for a sec. Just take a look real quick. Like solar panels there, 15 seconds. These domes are what's throwing me off. Yeah, but we got to be in this part of the world. Maybe we're like Mandalay. No. Up here somewhere, maybe. Not really sure. Hopefully this gives me enough of a close guess. We're in Kashmir. All right, so that was Srinagar, Kashmir, up near Pakistan. Should have probably done a little better on that one. 1265, 1,166 points for a grand total of 17,844. Don't think we got on the leaderboard, but let's just take a quick look at the rounds. The first round we were in Poland, and that was the Polish flag here. You see here the Polish flag. That was a clue there. Also this WYNAJ. W, just that's Polish to me, fits within the flag. Confirmed there. And this, I don't know how else to explain. Just from my perspective, it looked Dutch to me. So, and some of these buildings looked Dutch. So I just figured this had got to be in the east or the west, excuse me, of Poland, and that's why I looked around there to see where the rivers. And I think this over here off to the east. Again, one on the compass, but I saw land behind this. So I know the other one, Gdansk. I was told about that one or whatever, but couldn't have been it because it was the sea. So that was that one. The second one, quite honestly, I was looking at the person who took the picture or the photosphere, which was Marta Valoria. Marta just thought probably should have guessed Spain, but for some reason this tree, just the fact that the dirt and stuff just, and then the tree here with looked like springtime or something, that this was probably Italy. Just that's what the first thing came to mind. We were actually in Spain. Third round we went off to was yeah, so this is one of my best guesses probably. An insane guess. A couple insane guesses in this one. First round was an insane guess. This one, So if I'm being honest, looking at San Francisco, where did I see it? So I saw some of these trees, right? And there was a pine tree. I thought that, yeah. So like this is a pine. There's some pines intermingled in, like I forget the golf course in San Francisco, but a major golf course. This is it just reminded me of it. I don't know what else to say other than this reminded me of it. The fog or whatever this is here, maybe off the water. Just reminded me of like San Francisco, a San Francisco feel with some of these again pine trees mixed in. So I knew it was Japan. So my next curiosity was to see latitude. Where was San Francisco? Do we have the same types of trees going straight across? Probably not anything smart other than just the fact that like yeah this so I found the next closest city on the latitude, which was Sendai. I thought about Fukushima, but I went to Sendai, saw where there was a hill, just clicked on it, and wound up being a couple miles away. That was probably one of my top 10 guesses since I've played this game. And just using the latitude rationale is probably not too great. But anyway, fourth round went off to Jakarta. A couple things with this one is okay. So first off, driving on the right or on the left-hand side, this side, right? So I knew it had to be either in Indonesia or Malaysia. It's just the feeling that I got. It could have been Thailand, but it just didn't seem Thailandish to me. I don't know if it's some of the people here or what, but I thought Malaysia. But I know with Malaysia, a lot of the roads are curvy or there's a lot of curves and maybe a little bit of hills. So I thought the next biggest city, because this looks like a massive city, just from here to here, just massive, massive cities. So when I looked on the map of this part of the world, obviously the ones that jump out to you would probably be Kuala Lumpur or Jakarta, the ones I knew. I had a good hunch that it was one of those two, and just went with Jakarta. Just man, I had a little more time, probably could have gotten that one. Central Jakarta. So pretty, not as crazy of a guess. It's a little more of an educated guess than this one. The third round was just one of those, I'm going to try to see if the latitude thing works, and it did. Fifth round, could I have done better on this one? Perhaps. I think I could have done better. I think what I was being thrown off at, if I'm being honest, was this here. This looked a little further east, far eastern to me, which you probably could have. I also saw like what I thought was like the rice paddies or not rice paddies, but the land where rice is farmed and stuff like that. And it looked a little more Burma, Myanmar, Chinese like ish here, but should have probably done a little better. I'm not sure what flag that is. Comment down below if you know what flag that is. And maybe the flag threw me off as well. So a couple of things led me a little further east. So that was that. A fun game all told. This is, I'm pretty pleased with this. Let's just see if I ended up anywhere on this leaderboard. Maybe I did. Maybe I ended up fourth. I don't know. And maybe this is it. But could I have done better? Perhaps. But pretty pleased with that one. See if you can get on the leaderboard with this game. If you like this game, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, share this with your friends. Want to get to 500 soon. A lot of great games to come, and a lot of more fun to be had on this channel. With that said, as always, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.